As you enter the circus, ticket booth, clown shouts, "Welcome to Barnaby's Bob's perfectly normal traveling circus sideshow, sir," in a loud, enthusiastic voice. Enter the circus. You stroll into the circus. Actually, I guess it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs, and find it mostly entirely deserted. There aren't more than a dozen other patrons besides yourself. There are a bunch of clowns around, working at the booths and so on. More clowns than customers, which is a little unsettling, but at least the lines won't be very long. Merry-go-round is a dirty canvas target. Read the sign. The sign says condemned until further notice. We encourage anyone suffering from horse bites to consult a doctor. Howdy, fella. Can I interest you in the wondrous, mysterious delights of the Strat Show? What all do you have in there? Secrets, mysteries, things too weird and disturbing to be witnessed by the light of day. Freaks? Not just freaks. Gosh. How much does it cost? For you, 300 meat. And for everyone else, 300 meat. Okay, then. You won't be disappointed. In the event that you are disappointed, no refunds. There you go, enjoy. The sideshow is fairly large and packed with weird things to look at. Like all good sideshows are, a few lanterns are hanging from the ceiling, casting flickering shadows around, making everything look more eerie. A clown is hanging out in here, presumably to keep an eye on the exhibits. He grins and nods as you enter. Come in! Come on in! Take your time, have a good look around. Just remember, no touching. They're filled with jars, and the jars are filled with things. Real weird looking things. Look closer. You lean in a little closer to inspect the jars. They mostly contain malformed and or mutated animals, pickled in formaldehyde, a 3-headed kitten, some kind of ferret or weasel with 8 legs, a twisted Mobius loop of a snake without a head or tail. Weird, crazy stuff. One shelf seems devoted to huge, gross, pale grubs, like fat, featureless white worms the size of a sweet potato. The one on the end is larger than the other and has shiny black eyes. Someone has painted its face an apparent parody of clown makeup. Yuck. Take a closer look. The pasty white face has been painted with a little blue triangle over the under the eyes. The creature has a long, thin slash of a mouth as well, and the area around it has been painted with bright red lipstick. Black eyes flash red as the thing suddenly thrashes in its jar, spinning to face you and stretching its mouth open, revealing rows of yellow shark teeth. You stumble back with a crap shock. Yeah! Gotcha! Pretty good there, buddy. Well, what is that? It ain't a real critter. It's made of rubber and clay and doll parts and such. Got an electromagnet under the shelf to move it with. It makes a little push button gizmo out of the pocket to show you. Should have seen your face. You about jumped right out of your boots. Oh, that was different. Leaning close to inspect the gross thing, despite what the clown said, it certainly looks real. Whoever made it did an excellent and disgusting job. Peeking surreptitiously into the shelf, you don't see any evidence of an electromagnet or other device. You see several shelves full of white eggs, each one painted with a unique pattern of colorful shapes. A small placard pinned to one of the shelves says, "Clown eggs." In the circus community, it is traditional for each clown to paint their chosen makeup pattern onto an eggshell. These clown eggs are archived for future reference to ensure that no one chooses a pattern that has already been used. It is considered extremely taboo to wear another clown's face. These must be the eggs for the clowns that work in the circus. You recognize a few of them, like the clown here in the sideshow tent and the ticket seller clown out front. Hey, step back please, no touching. Sorry, leave the shelf. Looks like this looks like to be one of those weird bent mirrors that make you look all crazy, as if there wasn't enough crazy looking stuff around you already. Look at yourself. Your reflection in the mirror is short and squashed looking, folded up like an accordion. You spend a moment moving back and forth in front of the mirror, seeing how the image changes. Kind of amusing. You look really stretched out and thin. Your limbs twist and writhe like snakes as you move around. It's about unsettling. Your muscles ache a little, sympathetically. God, this mirror somehow shows you what you look like in clown makeup. Bloodshot eyes stare back at you from a pasty white face painted with an odd pattern of red triangles and a flickering lantern light. It almost looks like he winks at you. Brr. This guy is a startling sight even for a circus freak show. His entire head is one enormous eyeball, As you look him over, he stares back at you, not that he's got much choice. Talk to him. Hello there, I'm Pirate. How's it going? Can you talk? Guess not. You move a little to the side and lean over the rope to get a closer look at the guy. He's basically just what he seems to be at first glance, a guy with a giant eyeball for a head. You do notice two things though. First, he had an odd lump at the, well, what you would call the base of his skull if he had one, a sort of crumpled fleshy mass the size of a fist. With a squint and some imagination, it almost looks like crushed and shriveled vestigial remains of a human head. The second thing you notice is that his ankles are locked to the legs of his stool, and the legs of the stool are both to the floor. So, this circus gig, how do you like it? Oh, his hands slowly curl into fists and the knuckles turn white with tension. I understand, I mean. Do you blink? Or wink, I guess? I guess not. Well, see you around. This man is neatly dressed. The suit is a bit threadbare and out of fashion. He's smoking a pipe and leafing through a magazine. When you stop to look at him, he nods amicably. Talk to him. Hello there. Welcome to the sideshow. My name is Douglas. Hi, I'm Pirate. Delighted to meet you. So, well, are you perhaps trying to think of a polite way to ask what's wrong with me? Yeah, you got me. Don't worry, Pirate. I am in the sideshow after all. It is obvious and natural question. Wait a minute. You said that last bit without moving your lips. Are you a ventriloquist? Not at all. Allow me to demonstrate. He stands up and turns around. His back is the same as his front. That is, his suit has been tailored with two front sides, and he has a narrow face on the back of his head, with his hair cut and parted appropriately. Ta-da! As he sits back down, his knees and other joints crack and pop loudly as they reverse themselves. Douglas winces slightly, so certainly not as much as you'd expect. What in the... Surprising, yes? A bit, yeah. How's that even possible? Douglas shrugs, holding his pipe up to his now back of his head, so his other face can take a puff. Are you, what's the phrase, Siamese twins? Not exactly. It's difficult to describe, I'm afraid. Two minds in one body with two faces? It would be closer to the truth to say two instances of the same mind. With, as you say, two faces. You're right. That doesn't make any sense at all. The other face chuckles, and Douglas holds his magazine behind his back. It took some getting used to. That much is quite certain. Oh God, so much text. Oh God. Were you born like this? I'd rather not discuss how I came to be this way, if you don't mind. Okay, sorry. No apology necessary. Your knees must be a wreck. Surgery was necessary to permit them to bend in both directions. It sounds worse than it feels, I assure you. Why are you in the sideshow? With a regular suit and haircut, you could easily pass for normal. I have a contract. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot the clown making a gesture, but you didn't catch what it was. Douglas clears his throat. Plus, well, it's quite the life, you know. Free room and board, travel all the world, and you meet such interesting people. Talk to you later, Douglas. I think I'm gonna have to put that clown out to pasture. Literally have slaughtered a bunch of demon cows. I'm sure that clown will go down no problem. There's a lady here with her head sticking out of the hole in the large metal box. She nods politely at you. Doctor, hello. Hello there, enjoying the carnival? Well, it's interesting. She smiles slightly. Yes, I'm sure it is. Can you ask you a question? Certainly. What's your name? I'm Janet, and you? I'm Pirate, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Pirate. Why are you in the box? That's a rather personal question, isn't it? Oh, sorry. I'm only teasing, dear. What would you like to see inside? Sure. Janet whistles to signal the clown, and he moseys over. He unlocks the door on the front of the box and throws it open with a theatrical flourish. Inside, instead of Janet's body, you see a tangled, complicated assortment of glass tubes and pipes, taking clockwork gears and pumps, liquids of various colors, mostly red, sloshing through the tubes. A large bellows near the top inflates, then begins to slowly deflate. What do you think? It's some kind of trick, right? You fold it up behind a mirror in there or something. No trick. The clown chuckles and walks around in the back of the box. He opens the hatch and waves you through it, then saunters back to his place by the shelves. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. It's certainly educational. I imagine the larger tank on the left is my stomach, if you would like to see what I had for lunch today. How did this happen? Were you in some kind of terrible accident? I'm sorry, but I can't and talk about that. Of course, sorry, Mr. Painful Memory. Her calmly composed face seizes into a very slight grimace as she shoots its sidelong glance at the clown. Yes. Well, it was nice to meet you, Janet. So long. Good luck, Pirate. Well, it seems like I'm gonna have to beat your clowny ass. And if you think you can take me, you're wrong. Based on his attitude, uniquely combining attentiveness and extreme boredom, you assume this clown's job is to keep an eye on the sideshow exhibits. Talk to him. Hi fella, welcome to the sideshow. Thanks, what's to see in here? Well, down on the left we have our collection of spooky warped mirrors. Right here we have exhibits of clown eggs and pickled punks. And further down to the right is our freak show. Feel free to explore and I'll be here if you got any questions. What's with the weird mirrors? Ain't they a riot? That's what they call an optical illusion, as I understand it. It has to do with the way the light reflects off of them. I'm 100% sure that's what I saw can't be explained by the reflection of light. No telling what you might see if you look too long. Uh-huh. I want to look at it! Oh! Very slowly his mouth opens into a wide grin, revealing multiple rows of yellow pointed shark-like teeth. Not wanting to keep looking, but unwilling to turn your back on it, you slowly sidle away until it's no longer visible. It's empty. Not only is the clown you gone, you don't show a reflection at all. Sore. Oh man, those probably only go away when I sleep. People. You mean the freaks? Ain't they a scream? The one with the giant eyeball head is my favorite. Nice quiet fella. Uh-huh. If you have questions about the other two, feel free to ask them personally. I wouldn't want to be telling tales out of school. Since the eye guy can't talk though, you can ask me about him if you want. Okay, what can you tell me about him? Not much, I'm afraid, to be honest. He joined us about a year ago. Maybe a little less. Where did he come from? No idea. Weird, ain't it? You think fella looks like that, you'd ought to read about him in all the papers, right? Yeah, it sure is mysterious. Couldn't tell you. I bet you got a theory at least. Well, maybe you saw something no human fella should have ever seen. Why is he locked to his chair? You noticed that, did you? Real shame, that is. Fella's a bit unpredictable. Has a violent spell once in a while. Gosh. Don't you worry, none. I'm keeping an eye on him. Okay, bye. I'm angry and I'm sore and I'm about to fucking gore you with a bullet. What about the egg? That's a traditional clown thing. There's a placard next to him that explains in detail. Don't get too close, please. They're fragile. Okay. I bet you if I break all those eggs, all the clowns die. In jars. That's what we do in the business called pickled punks. A menagerie of strange and twisted creatures such as you've never seen before. Or seen the like. Captured and preserved and on display for your entertainment and edification. That's how the boss says it. Are they real? As real as they come. And yet one of them I'm supposed to believe isn't real. Hot food. How much are they? Ah! I got onion, pickle relish, 3 kinds of mustard, and 2 kinds of ketchup. Brown, yellow, and blue. Blue? Blue mustard? It looks like I'm out of blue. Sorry. 2 kinds of ketchup? Yep, got both ketchup and catsup. No thanks. Whoo-wee! Step right up, fella. Step up and try one of these world's newest candy sensation. What is it? Cotton candy, the finest in several senses of the word, sponge sugar created through revolutionary new process. It's also light and sweet and fluffy. It's like eating butterfly dreams and kitten wishes. Woo-wee! So it isn't actually made of cotton. What? No, cotton is indigestible, no matter how much chocolate you cover it with. Found that out the hard way, did you? Phew! How did you make it? You passed a mailbox with a wide funnel coming out of the top. This little machine right here. Can't tell you how it works much as I'd like to brag. It's a trade secret. You invented it? Not as such. A couple dentists down south were the first ones. Dentists, go figure. Phew-wee. But after hearing about it, I managed to figure out how it works. Made a few improvements with my design too. Now I'm really curious. Sorry fella, these secrets in this box are for nobody's eyes but my own. Phew-wee. I'll be happy to sell you some cotton candy though. How much does it cost? 300 meat. You crazy bastard. Hi there fella, interested in a toy balloon? How much are they? 3, just 30 meat? Oh. What colors do you have? Oh, well, just take a look. Red. They're all red. How do you make them float like that? Why, there's nothing to it. Heck, they all float around here. Oh, of course. I'll take one. Alright then, here you go. Anything else I can get you? Tell me more about your circus. Realize more of a carnival, let's not split hairs. Ho, what would you like to know? What are your traveling plans? This place you've set up is kind of out of the way. What are your plans? I haven't decided yet. That's why we set down somewhere a bit more rural. Keep things relatively quiet while we scout out around. Get the lay of the land and all. Ho ho. Where'd you travel from? Was your previous stop interesting? Oh, northwestish. It was a little hole in the ground kind of place. You wouldn't have heard of it. Ho ho. Why is everyone working here a clown? Oh, it's traditional. When the rodeos stopped being put on, rodeo clowns took other jobs at the circuses and carnivals. Over the years, it just became a normal thing for carnies to be clowns. It's a community, you might say. Ho. Who's Barnaby Bob guy? Oh god, so much talking, so much reading. Ah! Okay, the boss is a real famous showman. Though I'm not surprised you wouldn't have heard of him round here. Ho, got an eye like a hawk. He's a real whiz with those knives of his. Don't miss his show. It's a real highlight of the carnival. Okay, see you around, clown. Catch you later, alligator. Main stage. Test your aim. Enough. I like to think I know a customer with a sharp eye and a quick hand when I see one. How do you like to test your skill against the game of dexterity? What's the game? Well, on the wall behind me, I've got a bunch of thick-skinned, underinflated balloons for tin meat. I'll loan you a cheap, inaccurate pistol and a pile of badly made ammunition, and your goal is to pop as many of those balloons as you can before the pistol stops working. That's an unusually honest-sounding description. I've discovered making the challenge sound exactly as difficult as it is only makes people more determined to be the one to beat it. What's the prize? I take it to Barnaby Bob's stage show, which is otherwise sold out, so it's a rare catch, my friend. The clown hands you a cheap pistol and gestures the balloons behind him. Good luck. Shoot like a minute. You take careful aim and pop off rounds. The balloons. For as long as you can hold the gun together. Hey, not bad at all. Not enough balloons for our grand prize, but it's worth a little something. What's the game? Simplest guessing game imaginable. I've got a standard deck of playing cards here. I'll show you all the faces and then I'll turn them back over and start picking cards. You guess what cards I pick and you win. You don't shuffle them? No sir, if you can memorize a deck of cards that fast, more power to you. Or if you got a touch of magic in you that might try reading my mind, that's fine too, just don't dig too deep. Okay, I'll give it a shot. You managed to guess a few, but not very many. Don't feel bad, friend. That's about average. Not good enough to win a prize, though. Darn. Look at Jaguar. How a Jaguar shoots, presumably, is pretty good. You clear nearly the entire wall of balloons, and the clown looks genuinely impressed. Well, I'll be. Looks like you win. Congratulations on the finest shooting I've seen in quite a time. The show will be starting soon, so don't miss it. Talk to the clown. Hi, fella. Anything else I can do for you? Oh, nope, that's the other balloon guy. We just dressed alike and used the same face paint. Did we fool you? He grins and gives you a big exaggerated wink. I see. I thought it was taboo for clowns to wear the same paint. You okay, kid? Did you lose your parents? I lost my lucky bottle cap. You haven't seen it, have you, sir? Nope, but I'll keep an eye out. What's it look like? It's shiny steel. It's shiny steel, and it's on a little chain. Okay, I'll let you know if I find it. Fear me. I am God. And God is displeased. An extremely muscular clown seems to be guarding the entrance to some sort of stage. Stage show ain't till later. When? Later. Yeah, but when exactly later? Okay, jeez. referring to my condition. Don't worry, I've grown accustomed to it, more or less. You watch the various liquids slosh around in their tanks and pipes for a minute. Weird, gross, but it's indeed educational. An atomic learner. Melee attack. Puts the slide whistles down on the counter. Ducks underneath and comes back up with a paper cone, which he holds in the mouth of the metal box. He puts down a lever and the machine makes a thin, squealing sound as glittering white sponge sugar collects around the paper cone in a fluffy cloud. I guess I'll just leave.
Really?
Damn. Oh god, you're a clown. Rustling sound in the butt, which just draws your attention, and you decide to investigate because that's what adventurers do. No matter how bad of an idea it would probably turn out to be. The rustling turns out to be a goblin wearing clown makeup and practicing their cartwheels, though mostly failing. Eventually they give up and tumbling, practice, and start repeatedly throwing a shiny metal ball in the air and catching it. Wow, hello? Hello, hi. What are you two doing? I am learning to juggle. Tosses a single ball up in the air again, but distracted by the conversation misses catch. Okay, but why? A clown becoming. Joining the circus, far away to traveling, far to traveling, and then to popping. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense, kind of. Steal its ball. I too knowing a good clown trick, a good trick of magic. Oh yes, a good to showing me it. You borrow its ball, and with elaborate and theatrical flourish, you make it appear to vanish while holding it in your armpit. The goblin applauds, very impressed, and waves happily as you leave. Shiny ball. 'Cause I'm a little monster. 4 Moxie goes in your offhand. Yeah, I'm not taking that because I already have pistol damage. And I need that pistol damage if I'm gonna wreck people. A shot rang out and something buzzes past your ear. You quickly dive behind a rock just in case these two things are connected, not just, say, someone hunting nearby and also there's B. Peering carefully around your rock, you eventually spot movement in the underbrush. It's a hunter with an old-fashioned matchlock rifle and a cloak with leaves stuck to it, which is less effective as camouflage than it sounds because of all the trees around here are pine trees. You also notice that she's been out here a very long time, which you can infer from the way she is literally a skeleton. Attack! Die. Skeleton of an old hunter. Now this is just getting ridiculous. I guess I can go to the new area. Oh, check it out now. Old medicine show. What you got? Hey there, Gary. Oh wow, yikes. What's up, Gary? Weird feeling. A sensation of puzzling, huh? From the direction of coming. You just hear the West Pole. Oils I have known. Potionology. Venom gland. A liver. Potent moisturizer. Shot snake juice. Snake schnapps. Flammable bullet oil. Venomous bullet oil. Moose School. The West Pole. You run into a goblin chef. You can tell they're a chef by their hat and their big fork. Well, I guess either they're a chef or they've recently eaten a chef. Hey, hello, a human. Hey, hello, goblin. Hello, a goblin. Looking for tuna. Seeing it? Tuna, this isn't being the desert. No tuna here for miles. What are you saying? Tuna is local delicacy. Tuna, you meaning a fish? Swimming thing? Crazy human. Tuna isn't swimming. This is a desert. Where it to swimming? Well, yeah, that's my point. A tuna is round and green with red knobs, pokey, spiny things. Oh, some kind of cactus, like a prickly pear or something? Yes, duh. I can't hornswoggle him. Rocks are strange. They don't seem to weigh as much as they should, and they're sort of drawn to each other. Make an interesting carn out of them. Something suave. Cheeky gesture. Step back and admire handiwork. Heavy trigger finger. +3 pistol damage, of course. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Shooting Annie. Fan the hammer. Jesus. Ow. My poor Gary. Buffalo skin pants. Not something you see every day. +6 muscle, +3 armor. That'd be great if I was playing the Cowpuncher class, but I'm not. So we're wandering. Reboot Hill. Ooh. Boo. Don't worry, it's just paint. See the ghost of an elderly woman holding flowers. She seems lost and depressed, above and beyond what's expected for a ghost. Howdy, ma'am, is there something I can help you with? Oh, it's so awful. I can't remember at all. Let's start at the beginning, okay? Well, you see, I had 4 daughters. They married 4 brothers, the Smith boys. And after that, they each had 5 daughters of their own. Unfortunately, I outlived every one of the 24 of them. You know you're a ghost, right? Oh yes, in fact I died here in this graveyard where they're all buried. I came to visit them and I suppose my poor old heart finally gave out. That's not the problem though. 95 years is a pretty good run after all. So what did you forget? I brought this bouquet of flowers to put on my favorite granddaughter's grave. But I can't remember which one of them was my favorite. I'm so ashamed and I can't bear to leave until I've remembered. I see, well maybe I can help figure it out. Oh, thank you. I'd appreciate that ever so much. No problem, ma'am. Can you remember anything about your granddaughter? Well, I'm quite certain her first name ended in a vowel. Okay, anything else? I remember I was 40 when she was born. Oh, no, 37. Or was it 42? It must have been somewhere in that range at least. Okay, anything else? Oh, her first name was longer than her last name, just like mine. Okay. Ended in a vowel, first name longer than last. And she wasn't buried by any of her daughters. Passed at the same age as Becky. Little Becky Smith. So we're looking for someone with a first name longer than last that ends in a vowel that died the year 1856. 59, yeah. Lilith Smith. H is not a vowel. Leslie Smith. It could definitely be Leslie. Penelope Smith. Couldn't be Penelope. Nope. Space is the same length. Hellstrom Ranch. Okay. It was not Penelope, it was Leslie. Leslie's A, longer than Smith. B, 1859, which was the same year as Becky. And the name. Let me go back to Leslie. So Leslie. Leslie? It wasn't Leslie? Maybe I spelled it wrong. I can only try again by tomorrow. I'll have to hear more for sure. Okay. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, blast that like button, smash the subscribe, hit the little bell, and that way you'll be notified whenever I drop a new YouTube video on every Tuesday. Anyway, have an amazing day, and just keep looting.